Hi, welcome to McBoss Capital channel. This is Michael Chu here. You can reach me at this support email, and we're going to talk about how to trade my top 50 stock list right now. And just a disclaimer: none of this is investment advice. Yeah, please, this is only for information purpose only. So here's my top 50 list that I've been tracking since April 9. And this is sort of based on performance right here, and this right here shows the highest date, meaning like when was the last time I hit a new recent high. And then here's the relative strength, daily relative strength here, and weekly relative strength. I usually, especially on Fridays, I look at the daily relative strength. I mean, usually the weekly relative strength would be similar. So you can see INSM still performing well. So this is the top stock since April. You can see this run here, significant run. It pulled back recently, and now look at this move, crazy move, 12% move, like one day on the bounce back. That's crazy. So the volume has subsided as well on the sell side, so that's good news. So this, even though this volume wasn't above average, but the fact that it can move that much is significant. It's very interesting. Yeah, so something to pay attention to. I did get back in on Friday, so we'll see if it will move again. Pretty much near new high now. Amazing stock. This is in the provide advanced liposomal technology in the lung inhalation lung delivery. The next two are also in biotech, WGS and HROW. Let's jump to it. So here's TMDX. So this one a little bit more choppier than I like. This has a nice run here so far. It's more of a staircase pattern, so hopefully it'll continue this way. They have a big reversal here on Tuesday after making a new high, so there might be a challenge here, but we'll see. But Friday it did close near the top, so that's good news. So that's WGS. HROW, also in the biotech area. Now this one looks a little bit better, so you can see this uptrend go this way, pull back here, and look like it's going again, right? So making new close high right here. So yeah, it looks really good. The volume on the sell side also kind of dwindle a little bit here, but I'd like to see more buying volume though. It hasn't shown up yet. Before I go on, I just want to say, like, a lot of stocks this week didn't close strong. You can see most of them didn't close with a strong relative high, so that's a little bit concern to me. Generally, most of the last few weeks, even though a lot of the stocks, kind of chopping, kind of go back and forth. But this week, it actually ended the week like not very strong at all, which is kind of concerning to me. So I just want to say that right away. So beware. Maybe something good, something negative might be happening coming up. I don't know. But anyhow, ZIM, it did kind of have a pull back a little bit from the transportation ship group. I believe, CMRE down here, which is also in the same group, also did that. As you can see, it pulled back. AMSC in the electrical power equipment is okay. ALAR, again, it's okay. ARM, we already talked about this, doing really well. It broke out. SEZL, this is in the financials, okay. CRDO, it was pretty strong. I want to talk about the stock for a second. Let's jump to it. CRDO. So this one broke out from a traditional buy point right here. It kind of moved up, pulls back, and now it's moving up again. You can see nice follow the 10-day pretty good. And this week it didn't perform as well, right? Like, even though it didn't close red, but it didn't really like that. Well, I mean, this one day Monday was down, but it bounced back from there. I just took away my markups for a second. So here's the Monday, which was a down day, but you see it rebound, right? So it didn't even touch the 10-day. So that's a good sign. like that's one of my like trading tip is I always look for whether it comes close to 10-day and then it doesn't touch it and they rebound from there. That's usually a buy signal for me. So that's what happened to this stock. But like I said, the rebound has been a little bit weaker than I want since then. So the follow through action wasn't as strong. So, but it's still holding up, and the 10-day is catching up. So let's see how this goes. But like I said, I think this stock is pretty healthy so far in general. So that's the slope, which is still pretty strong, 45-degree angle. Then we have HIMS, TMDX in the medical products, VITL also pulling back this week, CAMT. So this is probably one of the more hidden gem, I would say, because not many people talk about this stock, but it has a really strong uptrend. I've been making money on this quite a bit. This is an uptrend that is really strong. Look at that. And yeah, it just keep riding the 10-day, and then the pullback are pretty decent. So you can see the red lines here. I keep moving my stop up, usually three to 4 days before the current day, the low, and or the 10-day moving average if it's a little bit too far ahead. So it's still doing really well, but yeah, I don't like this reversal on Friday, but we'll see. Let's see how that goes. So this one also in the biotech ALNY, it broke out right here, really strong. It has trading so tight right here. Look at that. Here's the 10-day slope, and yeah, it's still far away from the 10-day, so it needs some time to catch up. But look at those black dots are ANDs, they call it, on IBD chart here, market search, and that signify accumulation from their perspective. And you can see, right, look at those volumes, like look at those volumes. Except Friday didn't have a little bit, not much. So yeah, so overall, like there's some accumulation happening. Looks like this one probably wants to go higher, and so yeah, it looks really good. And I'm a little bit concerning how many of these stocks don't have relative highs here closing on Friday, despite up day on the market, right, for most of them. But again, some of these are small caps, and we know what happened in small caps. So that's the dilemma. If you're buying small caps, you're probably like me, not doing as well, because I'm more diversified, and so my small caps are actually not performing as well as the some of the software group, which we'll see later in this video, and which are most of them are bigger caps, right? And so yeah, so that's the challenge here, managing a portfolio that's more diversified. Here's TWST, biotech area, RNA, NVIDIA, CHWY, AudioEye. So AudioEye is very interesting. So this was the ride here. If you were lucky enough to catch it, it wasn't easy to ride though, because it's quite pullback is quite strong. But here, here's the top here, pulls back really strong, all the way to 50-day, even undercut it. But then finally it found some, stability here, and then it took off again. But look at Friday's action, right? It gave back all the gains on Wednesday, and even some of Tuesdays. Now, depending, most people, for traders anyway, they don't usually set more than 10% stop loss. So this is definitely, depending where you buy on Tuesday and Wednesday, you probably might be shaken out, because this even went below the 10-week 50-day line here. So it's possible it will start to bounce back. Again, this uptrend is still intact. It's getting a little bit weird if it comes back below this, because then I think this would be a sell sign here. But yeah, hard to say, but this is a very weak action on Friday. Lots of selling for sure, you can tell. So this is probably the support area 17. So if you're willing to let it go back down to 17, that should be definitely a support area. But otherwise, right now it's just a little bit. Again, that's the problem. That's the biggest problem with trading, right? Swing trading is managing that stop, because if it does pull back that much, you're gonna give back a lot, right? So even if you got it here, or even lucky here, or even here, you are already giving back. So see, we're looking for this bounce right here, so that's will be ideal. So that's audio eye. CAVA doing okay. Cyrus pull back on Friday. Snap is interesting. Okay, so Snap has, you know, this is not easy stock to hold. It's better now, but you can see here a big giant cup, right? Bounce back really strong right here, and then it start to pull back. Then this pullback is pretty significant too, and then the bounce back is not very strong. You can see here it just kind of goes sideways, and then we thought maybe this is the big move right here, but it didn't move much, and then it fall back again. So now we see on Friday, look at this move, right? Starting to push again. The one thing about this chart right now that I like is how this week it's been trading. It's been finding support at the lows right here, so that's good. So this is the, yeah, so this right here, let me draw the line here. Right here, it bounced off the 50-day too, right? The 50-day caught up, right? That's the good news. It caught up, and now it bounced off it, and now it closed above all the 10-day moving average as well. So I like this chart pattern. Maybe this time it will actually work. So let's see. That's the ideal here. ASPN, ANET, again, all these are pulling back. Form, yeah, let's look at Form, NVMI, ANET. So Form is in the chip sector. It's trading really tight. Actually a really good action. Again, lots of look at the selling on Friday. It was not much, and then it rebounded as well. So really strong action. Really liking this chart. And this is above 60, the previous high here, and yeah, it looks like it wants to take off again. And the 50-day has really, this line right here has really closing in, right? So and you can see it's starting to curve up as well. So you know, we could see a huge move here if the chips can take off. And then we have NVMI, also in the chip equipment group. This one looks also very tight. Look at that trading action. Wow, I'm surprised how low that volume is and how tight it's trading. So really strong action here. ANET, ANET is performing really well. Look at this run. I mean, this is like incredible. We had some selling volume here, but that volume dies. I mean, that selling is over, and then this rebound started. So ANET is really strong action as well. So we also have MNTK pulling back, TERN in the biotech area, ATGE in the education, FN pulling back, VECO is another semiconductor. VECO move a little bit, trading really tight. It's okay. I was, because this week is the semiconductors did rebound pretty strong. I would like to see stronger action, but it's okay. OLED in the electrical miscellaneous products are doing pretty well as well. Look at this nice uptrend right now. So it broke out here, kind of went sideways, right here, went sideways, and then now it's rebounding right here. So really strong action. So TSG pulling back on the medical hospitals, LTH, AGIO, TSM we already talked about in the other market recap video, BLBD also pulling back, CLS, MMYT. So this stock has been performing well. India, from the India market, travel, leisure. So here's a run here, pull back, and then another run, and then now it built this nice cup pattern. It's ready, getting close to breakout point. However, Friday it pulled back. So this is the test right now. Now the uptrend is still intact. Let's see if it can clear this and bounce back and break out. That's what we want to see here. Have Hood pulling back, FICO in the financial computer software area. So this one is doing really well. We also highlight this last week. The computer software financial group are doing really well. This is a really strong run. Look at this. I mean, this is incredible. Like, from a chart perspective, this is probably one of the strongest chart action, similar to this run right here, but it did pull back here. So let's see what's going to continue to happen. Pinch, also one of the top performer this year, built a base here, bounced up really strong here. Now it built another base, and now you can see the uptrend is slowly taking off here. So yeah, still far from the previous high, but it's climbing the right side right now. Here's the computer software group for securities, CrowdStrike. So we have this nice cut with handle, broke out right here. Unfortunately, it hasn't moved much, but it is trading really tight, so I'm just waiting for it to come out of this trading range right here. So if it does pass 400, I would say we might see a strong move after, because that seems to be holding it back right now. But it's also, like I said, it's trading really tight around the 10-day, so the action is actually not bad. Yeah, let's see how that goes. Then we have NSC in the security group. Yeah, the security group is also doing not too bad for industrial stuff. So this one's a nice uptrend, pull back, and then it starts to go again. So this uptrend is still intact despite Friday's pullback. So we'll see how it, act around the 10-day here. So Monday, I don't trade this stock right now. It is pretty difficult because it has lots of pullbacks, but right now it seems like it's trying to break out right now. It did fell a few times, but it looks strong here. On Friday it closed at the top, and look at the selling volume also died down, so that's really good. And we have MYGN here in the research group. We have SAM, Select Medical Holdings. So this one just broke out, and this is the uptrend line. And look at Friday, it actually didn't want to go down lower, and it kind of moved back to the top. So that's, again, acting very good around near the 10 days. So very good action. We have ASC pulling back. So this is part of the transport pipeline. OLED, GMAT, clock, UTHR, GW, SMH. So that's the semiconductor group. CRS also pulling back on the steel onto Berg, PTGX. SRPT, Hello, these are pulling back as well. Pins, Palantir. So Palantir, you can see on the left side of this base very nasty. It finally worked here, and it climbed, and then it pulled back right here really strong, and then since then it's been on the uptrend. Right now, I mean, Friday is an early buy point right here because it crossed the upper channel line, and also we are near the traditional buy point right here. So we'll see how it reacts around here. My expectation is going to break out strong. That's my expectation, and we might even see more volume come in. And you can see the selling volume has been really weak. So it doesn't, usually when you see selling volume really weak, then it doesn't take too much buying volume to make it go higher. So yeah, Palantir is definitely the rising star right now. So the previous list we looked at was from April 4th, I believe, April 9th. This list here is from May 24th, so over a month ago. And the bold right here, the bold one, are the bold ones here are the ones that are not on that previous list. Well, Palantir is. We just talked about it. So now you can see Palantir has climbed to the top here, right? So Palantir is on the previous list. But Adobe. So again, the theme here that on this list, because it's more recent action, like more in the last month and a little bit, you will see a lot of software group rising up the scale here. And we just talked about Palantir. Adobe right now, you can see really strong action. This is a very strong, like 50-degree angle slope line for the 10-day, and just lots of accumulation right now on the volume side, on the buy side. And you can see the previous highs right here. Yeah, it's just coming up strong, like incredibly strong for a large cap Adobe. SEZL is in the financial specialties group. Little bit illiquid and also quite choppy, but it has entered my radar just because it's starting to look a little bit better. Volume is there on the buy side right here, and it's riding the 10-day, so it's more stable now. But again, but here's the really long channel line since here. This is a huge one right here. So I don't know what will happen if it breaks out right here, so that'll be interesting. So probably this one I'll take a much smaller position just to trade for fun kind of thing. Yeah, but it looks okay, but it came onto my list, so that's why I want to talk about it. The next one, again, computer software financial guide wire. Nice base here, broke this base, come back really strong. Since then, it's been holding more tight. Hasn't moved as strong as I want recently, but it's still on this. You can see this 10-day right now. It's not, the slope is like 30-degree angle, not that strong. But the volume has, on the sell side has subsided, so that's the good news. So we'll see. Then we have Cloudflare Net. Again, this is in the software group. This is a huge correction, and here's where it broke the upper channel line here, downtrend line, and it has been going up really consistently. This is the slope. It's not very strong. It's starting to pick up now. Volume also subside on the selling side, so that looks good. Next one is AU. Here's Anglo Ashanti. This is AU, the symbol. Again, this is a gold producer in South Africa. Look at the breakout right here on Friday. Like, and the volume has no sell side, like not much volume on the sell. This, yeah, that's a big move, 10% move. So we'll see. It might have more room to run. So, but it is slightly extended right now. We'll see how it pulls back. Does it pull back sideways, or does it pull back strong to the 10-day? We'll see. But looks good, this chart. Then we have ZimV in the medical products group, Datadog, another software enterprise group right here. Again, very strong long base here, correction, and then finally move up. And right now it's looking pretty strong. Yeah, Friday's move was also strong here. Then we have ESTC, ADSK, those are all in the computer software group. Then we have Now, ServiceNow. Again, very similar. All these big cap names, ServiceNows, have a long base here. And then finally it was able to work right now, and you can see it just climbing the right side of the base, getting near to the previous high. So again, we want to see if the volume comes in here on the breakout. The volume on the sell side, again, very good. Look at that, really low. Then we have GitLab here, ALKT, Salesforce CRM, CRWD. It's on the another chip stock with CyberArk. On the security side, FDX, Frog, Team. The Team also long consolidation right here, and then right now it's bouncing back, so looking really strong. Look at Friday also make a big move here. And then we have Smart in the software group as well, CRUS and Biotech, Odd, ESI, MMYT, we already talked about that, LRCX, AMP, P5 on the oil and gas group. Shopify. Here's a Shopify chart. Again, another long consolidation base. Right now it's all coming back out on the right side. So hopefully, you know, it has no problem here at this level near the 200-day. And if it can break out here, that would be pretty good sign. We have ACMR in the equipment group, SAIA and A transportation truck, Intuit software group, Palo Alto software group, CLBT and other software. Then we have Meta, CUK on the leisure, Jeffrey financial, AXSM biotech, CVLT software database, LI auto manufacturer, KC retail super mini market, card retail internet. So this is believe the India Instacart, right? They own Instacart in the India. This is again another long base. It come out right here. Yeah, looks really good. So volume is there. So yeah, something to pay attention to. It has a really strong run right here. So if we see something like that, that'll be interesting. There's a few stocks in the mining group that has jumped quite a bit. NEM, AEM, yeah, and WPM. So here's Newmont Mining. So this is a really nice base. This is a nice big cup handle, came up, then move up. It didn't move too much here, fall back into this base. So the gold has gone up quite a bit, but not all the stocks have gone up as much. So here's one Newmont Mining that's, you know, potentially trying to break out right now. Then we have AEM, Agnico Eagle Mines. This one has done a lot better from this breakout right here. Now it consolidate again. Right now it's moving up right here. So again, we want to see if this breaks out and whether how it perform after. Then we have WPM within precious metals. So this one similar. This is the base, came up. This one a little bit more choppy. Then it built this base. Now it's going up. So let's see how this, you know, this one definitely not as strong as the other two, but yeah, it looks good. So yeah, these are all the stocks for this week. As you can see, software group still doing pretty good, especially the beaten ones, right? The highlights obviously it's like Palantir, Adobe we talk about. In general, like I say, I'm not seeing a lot of stocks close strong this week. So here's one stock that didn't work out this week, and that is Duolingo. And you can see it's just very choppy action, base. Here's this ugly sell off here, and then the rise are, you know, it was looking okay here, and then you can see it pull back, and then give it another try, and then here where it fell. And so right here I trigger my stop loss right here, and now you can see it's even under that level for 4 days now. This is not good action, and here's the slope line for the downtrend line, so most likely it may continue to go down, unless there's something happen like news or something. So let's see. But yeah, this is I was, you know, not doing well this week. So yeah, there's Lily. This stock has been proven hard to trade just because it has this, you know, big intraday move here. Here's another one that I was shaking out right here. So right now it's trying to bounce back again. So we'll see what happens. Next we will look at Novartis. They are very similar because they both do the obesity drugs. Again, this one has pulled back. You can see right here. And the stop right here. Again, this one hasn't been performing as well as Lilly, so but they're both very similar. So right now it's trying to come back after you see bounce from this 50-day. So let's see if it can comes out here. So here's Carnival, long base right here. Very choppy as well. It comes up, comes back, comes up, and I thought it was gonna break out, but you know, pull back again. You can see right here. So we'll see what happens. perhaps maybe the next one could work. Okay, thank you for watching this week's top 50 stocks that how I trade. If you like any of this, please like and subscribe, and leave your comments if you have any questions. Overall, like I said, it wasn't the strongest week for most of the top stocks I follow, but hopefully maybe next week it can do better. So let's see. Thank you for watching.